Hello, GH fans, let's talk about the pairing that's got half of Port Charles rolling their eyes and half of social media in full debate mode. Is Britt Westbourne acting like Jason Morgan's partner or his rebellious teenage daughter? Because right now, this Britt reboot is looking a lot less like a second-chance love story and a lot more like Jason cleaning up mess after mess after mess. When Kelly Thibaud's return as Britt was announced, a lot of you were excited, and honestly, it made sense. Jason and Britt's first round never really got the full deep dive treatment, so this comeback felt like the writers saying, okay, let's try this again and actually see where it goes. Instead, what we've gotten is Britt stumbling from one disaster to the next, while Jason stands there like the exhausted chaperone at a high school party gone wrong. Let's run the receipts. First, Britt gets drunk at the Brown Dog Bar and full-on plants one on Cody Bell, in front of Jason, and then needs him to swoop in and rescue her from the situation she created. Then, she decides it's a fabulous idea to dine and dash with Brad Cooper, which again ends with Jason stepping in like the responsible adult in the room. Yes, Britt is under a ton of pressure thanks to Jenz Sidwell and all the stress that comes with that storyline, but even stressed out grown adults know not to skip out on a check like they're in some college prank. And that's the core of the problem. Instead of feeling like Jason's equal, Britt is coming off like chaos personified. Jason already has a kid, Danny, and he's got a lifetime of mob drama, danger, and emotional baggage to juggle. So adding a girlfriend who acts out, gets wasted, kisses other guys, and pulls dine-and-dash stunts. That feels less like romance and more like overtime parenting. You know Jason isn't going to say it out loud, but you can almost see him thinking, I don't have the bandwidth for this. GH fans are definitely noticing, and the frustration is spilling onto X and other platforms. A lot of viewers are saying Britt's behavior is too immature, too selfish, and doesn't fit with where Jason is in his life. For some, the pairing feels out of sync, like the writers are forcing a vibe that just isn't there yet. Jason needs a partner he can rely on, not someone who keeps turning his life into a crisis of the week cleanup. Now, to be fair, there are still loyal Britt and Jason supporters hanging on. Some fans think they just need time for the writers to stabilize Britt, let her grow up a bit, and lean into the more vulnerable, layered side we've seen in the past. And it's true, when Britt is written with depth, she can be complex, funny, and emotionally compelling. So it could be that the show is setting her up for a big maturity arc where she finally realizes she's sabotaging her own happiness. But right now, it looks like the writers are at a crossroads. Either Britt has to grow up fast and meet Jason where he is, or Jason may need to quietly exit this situationship and find someone whose chaos level doesn't require hazard pay. GH could easily pivot and give Jason another love interest, while Britt rebuilds on her own. So, what do you think, GH fans? Are you still rooting for Britt and Jason to figure it out, or are you ready for Jason to hit the reset button and move on? And do you see Britt's antics as temporary stress or proof she's just not the right match for him? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned, because it sounds like Jason will be dealing with messy Britt news for a while yet.